All right. Hello and welcome to a very special edition of our next campaign. So, for some context, we're going to be going through and picking up where we left off, and then we have a special surprise in just a minute here. So, from where we last left off, you guys were going through the tunnels, all four of you, along with your new companion here, from Nick's newest character. We just call him Lumi, but only when he's not around, and he's not around right now, so I think we're safe to just call him Lumi. So, from as a recap from last time, essentially you guys had stood at the base of that long stairwell and finally descended. You found Lumi, you brought him kind of back to life. From there, the pool that he was resting in after he got out of it slowly started to freeze over. Once that happened, you started to investigate a little bit more. You weren't sure what was causing it, but as you got closer and closer to it, you did start to notice a humming coming from that frozen pool. And then from there, once you had essentially decided to smash through the ice and make your way down into the depths of the water, you discovered that essentially the cold waters lead to a series of different tunnels. And so altogether, you guys swam through the cold waters with kind of like moss and algae around you and vines and loose vines kind of passing against you and brushing up against you as you made your way forward with your lantern outstretched forward, kind of guiding the way a little bit. You discovered a main room, a main chamber. At the very base, at the very center on the ground of the chamber, was a large coral spire structure, and you noticed that was essentially emitting a musical note every 5 seconds, I believe was the interval we gave last time. And so right on cue, it was kind of pulsating with that humming, with that ring, with that tone. And then once you kind of looked around that main chamber a little bit more, you were able to see up against the furthest wall from you was a door. You investigated that door and you found a few things. One was the drowned corpse of a goblin that was, from what you've gathered, trying to open it before the chamber and the subsequent tunnels basically flooded, killing him. So from there, you actually went through and tried to investigate the door further. You weren't able to see any way to open it using, any handles or latches or, secret, I don't know, just secret ways hidden along the door frame. However, above you, you did find a pocket of air where you guys were kind of regrouping, gathering your thoughts, and talking about what this door is and what this coral pulsing with the sound was. You moved forward a little bit from this chamber and investigated one of the tunnels that each of them essentially from this main chamber, you have, I believe it was about 4 different tunnels, each of which you could see pulsing bright pink light coming from around the tunnels from each of their sources. So you went down one of the offshoots from from that main room tunnel, and you essentially saw a similar coral structure in that smaller room that after you followed that tunnel through, you arrived at, as well as a pocket of air at the very top. And that essentially brings us to where we are now. You've essentially found one key room, and then with its 4 branching tunnels, you've investigated one of them. Once you arrived through that secondary room, that offshoot, you notice, oh, this also has a similar coral, and it's also emitting a different note. And as you discovered last time, just for the sake of simplicity, we're calling these notes Mi and Fa. So the first main room, that's buzzing automatically, and that's humming automatically, and in those set intervals, every 5 seconds you're hearing it play that Fa note. Whereas this latest one, it took you actually grabbing onto it to emit that sound as soon as you did it. Once your hand was off it, though, it returned to its set interval. And so from here, you're essentially starting to put together the idea that each of these rooms contain a choral structure like this that is in its own interval giving you those notes, but in the incorrect order. And by touching them, you activate the notes to come to life and be played before its natural order. And that is where we are now. You guys are basically grouped up together at the very... You're still in the water, but you are towards the very top, and there's a pocket of air.
All right.
That's being illuminated by some bioluminescent moss.
Is the humming that we hear coming from the room we're in? I can't remember.
Yeah, so you're hearing a few different hums. So you're hearing every 5 seconds. The room that you're in now, it's coming from a choral structure in that room at the very base, similar to that large room that you were in. And so each of the rooms that you can discover, you're gathering basically have that same structure, and each of them are emitting their own notes, and they're all different notes. By touching the choral structure, you've discovered that you can make the note play at will.
Okay. And the one we found is me, correct?
The latest one you found in the smaller room was me, correct? And the larger room was Fa.
Alright. This is the man who drained his nugs in Mifa. How many doors are open up around us? What?
Right now, there are no doors. Essentially, a pretty small enclosed dead end, with this coral sitting at the very base of it. You guys are floating above it in that pocket of air. You're able to talk to each other, and kind of deduce what's going on and maybe what the key to opening that door in the main room that was sealed off that you couldn't get access to.
Say we touch the butt.
Then go ahead and touch the butt, Senna.
I touched the butt.
What butt is that? The coral?
Yeah.
Okay. So you grab your breath, you swim back down, and as you start to reach your hand towards the coral, you start to feel a bit of resistance. Almost like there's kind of invisible like force pushing your arm back. Can you go ahead and roll a strength check?
Break check. 13.
Okay, yeah, 13 is enough to do it. So you're able to kind of push through, and you start kicking your legs a little bit more to give yourself a little bit boost to paddle a little bit closer to it. You're able to reach out with a little bit of force, and as you grab onto it, you notice the coral basically illuminate bright pink, and in doing so, it plays that me sound once again. And then as that's happened, you start to feel kind of a faint rumble coming from basically the larger chamber that you were just in.
I go towards the sound.
Okay, so you're leaving the party back up top. Do you want to tell them anything, and you just want to go swimming towards that main room again?
I'm gonna yell at him. Come follow. I thought I.
You're underwater right now. Right now you're underwater. You can
Oh,
swim
shit.
back up and tell him.
Oh yeah, okay. I swim back up, and that's when I tell him, I think I found something. Follow me.
Okay.
And then I swim back down, or swim back over.
Okay, and the Tier, do you guys follow?
Yeah, I'll follow. Why not?
Okay. Not to twist your arm, bro. You can say if you want.
No, I'll
Sounds like
follow.
a fucking ball and chain dog.
Eh,
Hey, I mean, you're making it sound like that. You specifically, Maddie. You're making
Why
it
do we
sound like
always
that.
gotta go to your friend's place? It's like, my friends have an Xbox. Why can't we ever go to their house? All right, so
I have things.
the four of you gasp or inhale really sharply and prepare to submerge once again in the cold water. And then as you submerge yourselves and start making your way back towards where you came through that little side tunnel to make it back to the main chamber, you start to notice the water that you're swimming in, as you get closer and closer to that main chamber, has actually warmed up a little bit. It's not like hot or anything, it's just not as freezing as it once was. So there's kind of a new sensation that you're at least correlating in mind to that rumbling and Senna basically grabbing on to that coral and activating it. So you feel like there might be a connection there. So from there, you arrive at the main chamber. You start to take in your surroundings. You see the coral spire at the very base, or at the very ground level in the center of the room. It's not lit up, but what you are noticing is at the very base of the coral structure, starting to recede downward across the structure, is basically that pink light that you had seen in the other coral structure. So you're noticing by the time that you got there, essentially, the light started to diminish and recede back down to its base. So you're seeing kind of a connection between, oh, when I activated this in the other room, it lit up in that other room, but it seems like it also caused something to happen here, where this coral lit up, where there's some change in the temperature, there was some rumbling, and now here we are again. The room looks the same, save for the fact that this larger spire in the center of the room is starting to dissipate its pink light.
I go towards the light.
Okay. Go ahead and do an athletics check to see if you can make it there in time.
Make a what check, sorry?
Athletics.
Athletics. An 11.
Okay, so as you start to see that pink light diminishing, getting lower and lower and starting to fade away, you start to get a hustle going. You start to hurry and reach out towards that coral before it dissipates entirely. And you just barely make it there in time before it starts to recede and totally lose its light. And then once you're able to outstretch your hand towards it, you're noticing that unlike before, there isn't much of a force pulling you back. There's like a little bit of tension, but for the most part, you don't need to really use extra strength. You're able to get there in time, and there isn't that kind of invisible, strange force that's making it harder for you to reach your hand and touch it. So while that light is active, it seems like it's more easy to grab onto. So you outstretch your hand and you grab onto it. You wrap your right arm around it. You pull it close towards you, and then wrap your left arm around and start clinging to it. As this is happening, the coral itself starts to essentially rejuvenate its light from the base and shoot up outward. And you start to feel it start basically humming again, in tune with the coral in the other room that you had recently just touched. So it's almost like these two coral spires are harmonizing together based on the fact that you've just activated them with enough time left over so that they're able to kind of like ring and hum together. So as that's happening, you start to feel that humming, you start to feel that vibration, that shaking a little bit from the base of the coral spire. As that's taking place, all of you are able to see the door at the far end of the room has started to rumble and shake, and ever very so slightly shift and essentially create a gap of space in between the doorway itself, essentially a large stone disc, and a small crack in whatever is behind it. So you're starting to see, okay, activating these in sequence with one another, in harmony with one another, is having a reaction to this door.
I think I'm gonna turn around and go back to the air pocket.
Which one? In the main room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back up. Does everybody else go up there, Tier? You going on debrief?
Yeah, I'll follow her. No, yeah, debrief sounds like a good idea.
All right. All right, Tier. What are you thinking? What do you think? We should do next.
I'm unsure what we should do next, but I feel like we should somehow open that door that was rumbling. I feel like that's going to lead us to solving this puzzle, sadly. Because I don't know if it's the thing that's rumbling or if it's something else behind the door that's rumbling.
What do you think? Need your input.
I think we try to open that door.
Are you Alaris?
To be fair, you kind of cut out, so I wasn't sure either.
My bad.
No, Alaris chimes in. So it seemed like the rumbling itself was coming from a few sources. It seemed like it was coming from the base of the coral spire every time you touched them. But then the larger, kind of more aggressive one that we even heard back in that second branching chamber that we heard coming from this main room, I feel like it's coming from the stone disc that's basically covering up that doorway. So it seems like whenever we get close enough and we're able to kind of activate these corals in time with one another, that's what's making the door start to open.
Okay. So we need to have every single coral piece that we've found humming at the same time.
I think so.
So why don't we split up?
Can we see them? Like, see the different ones?
You can go exploring to the different tunnels if you want to. Like I said, from where you are now, you can't see them. You're just in that main room. But in that main room, you have 4 different tunnels all branching out. So you just investigated that one, and then you went back to the main room, but there's still 3 others that you haven't investigated. However, in intervals, once you do hear that kind of sequential humming again coming from each of those rooms very distantly, faintly, you are seeing an accompanying pink light that's coming from each of the tunnels. So from that, you're kind of gathering, each of these rooms correspond to a similar coral chamber. And in time, just automatically, they're all humming, they're all emitting that light. But if you were to go in and actually activate them physically, then that's when you could force it open and force them to harmonize with each other in a way that opens the door.
Okay, so why don't we break up and each touch the coral after 3 seconds? We count to 3. We each touch the coral until it starts humming.
Well, how do we count to 3? We're underwater.
You can't count in your head?
Well, 3 from starting from when?
All right, so let me try and figure this out. If we're all at the coral, let's say we're at each coral separately, can we see each other, or is it too dark?
You can see each other for a few reasons. One is you still have Kyra, you still have that soul lantern. So when you're underwater, she's helping you out a lot. But when you're surfacing in that little pocket of air, there are also bioluminescent plants and moss that's kind of covering. So you're able to. It's dim, obviously, but you're able to see each other. Now, one thing I will kind of draw your attention to again here is the fact that each of these chambers, each of these coral spires are basically emitting that light and emitting their own unique notes at specific intervals, right? So if you were to split up, you're still gonna hear them doing that, albeit more or less faintly, depending on which chamber you're in. So you'll hear them kind of sounding off, but not necessarily in an order that is opening the door, obviously, right? Because otherwise it would be open by now. So right now, can you guys go ahead and roll in... roll perception. That would probably be helpful.
Suggestion. Uh, 9.
18.
Okay, we're gonna go with Tears. All right, so Tyr, you're able to, you take a moment and you close your eyes and you listen and you feel the vibrations coming from around you and through the cave walls, through the tunnels, and reverberating against or bouncing off the walls and through the water. And you're able to essentially deduce the current pattern, the musical pattern, the order of the notes. And so I'm going to go ahead and post that order of the notes in the D&D chat. So here we go. So what this essentially means is that in each of these rooms is an emitting choral and corresponding note that's being played in this exact order. So in this main chamber, you're hearing that fa note, right? And Tyr, you've deduced that that is the second note in this sequence. Okay? This is not necessarily saying this is the right order, right? It's obviously not right because the door is still closed. But this is the order you're currently hearing them in.
Okay, so I'm hearing it in mi fa.
Yes. So from there, you would essentially have to know, okay, what is the right order? Instead of just counting 1, 2, 3 or whatever, how do we figure out what order we need to activate these things in, especially if we're going to be split up?
Okay. I mean, obviously it's do re mi fa so, but well, one person's gonna have to hit 2.
Remember, one of them is automatic. Well, they're all automatically playing, right?
Oh, they're all automatically playing. We just have to touch
They're
them.
all automatically playing in this order. So technically, you could just wait. I'm just gonna say I'm speaking as Alaris here, and we're talking about this now.
Okay.
So if there are 4 of us, and there are 5 notes total, technically one of them is gonna go off by itself anyway. So we could just time it to have it let it ring.
Okay. Well,
Senna, how are you thinking we should tackle this?
I was gonna ask.
Gotta give me a second.
Use your brain box.
My brain box no big.
Could we do? Yeah, you guys might have to help me out here. What would be a good check to do if you want to recall? I don't know if it probably wouldn't be performance, but if you want to like recall something about like music theory, let me see.
History?
the fucking harmonizing.
I've never had to do that before. I think it's history. I would say history.
Yeah,
is my
because
best
it
guess.
allows you to recall lore about historical events, people, nations, and cultures. Maybe we can sneak it in under culture because it's kind of like related to art. Maybe. Let's see if there's something else.
I think out of all these, I think history. That's the first one that came to mind.
Let's see.
I mean, it
Performance.
technically could go under religion too, because religions have a lot of songs. Do you want to go that route?
Performance allows you to act, tell a story, perform music, or dance. So yeah, not really.
Yeah, those are more for like a lot of
Yeah,
bard type
yeah.
shit.
Okay, I'm good if you guys want to do like a history check maybe, and see if maybe that'll kind of give you guys some clues.
Yeah, sure.
7.
Okay.
All right.
Keep rolling a fucking 8.
I did worse, man. I got a 6.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
fucking Alaris. I think he's got a +4 in history. Let's see what we can do.
I got a -1.
Okay, I rolled a 13 plus 4, 17.
Let's go!
All right, Alaris.
Let's go! Dolores, come for the fucking save, buddy.
All right, so Alaris essentially recalls his time in band camp that one summer.
That one
And
summer
The
he
one
spent with the
time at
elves.
Druid camp.
he was a lonely half elf. What can we say? He likes to experiment with the magical trumpets. So or was it a flute? I think it was a flute. Doesn't matter.
Either way.
So essentially, Alaris starts to recall what he can with his time studying history and different cultures and their music. And he discovered, or he learned a long time ago, that essentially music has been at least standardized across cultures well enough to have a set scale, set notes that they are all centered around essentially. And he recalls the correct order of the notes. So I will go ahead and post that in the chat for you, although realistically you guys know what it is. So
Yes.
Alaris essentially explains all this to you, and indicating that the correct order would be do, re, mi, fa, so. And so from there, what do you guys think of that information, or how would you use that new knowledge?
I want to touch the coral in that border. I want to touch it.
That's the what?
I'm gonna go touch it with my peener.
That's not tier like.
I'm sorry. I would like to touch the coral in that exact order.
We're gonna get real weird in a minute, so don't worry. Okay, so we're thinking we can basically, if we touch the coral in that order, that'll make them harmonize with each other.
I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the plan here then, guys? How do you want to do this?
Dan, will the coral react to a spell?
I mean, you can try. Why? What are you
Like
thinking?
if I Eldritch Blast the coral, will it like not only destroy but play the thing?
We can find out together. I don't know. I didn't think about it if it would destroy your key to open this thing.
I was about to say,
you can try
I would
if you want.
rather not, if it's going to destroy my way out of this water-filled cave.
Oh no! Can you make your Can you curve the bullet,
I
like
can
around the tunnel?
I can curve the blast, yeah.
It's a high level move. I'm a
Oh,
hell
I'm
of a
just
guy.
a badass. I'm a hell of a guy.
Oh yeah, nice, eh? It's like, meanwhile, you've drowned us all.
So, Dan, if I poke it with a sword, is it gonna break and not do the thing?
You can try.
Dan, I need absolutes here. I don't want to break my only way out of here.
Poking it with a. I mean, okay, so let's do this. Looking at the coral and also remembering how the strength that Senna used to grab onto it, you're able to confidently say or assume that simply poking it with a sword wouldn't be enough to break it. But if you want to test to see if that would be enough to activate it, that's a different story. You would have to test it. You wouldn't.
Okay, I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna poke one of the pieces of coral with a sword and see if it either breaks or activates.
Okay. You just want which one do you want to do? Just the one in the main room that you're in?
Yeah, just any one of them. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So you draw your sword, you start to swim back downward and start to make your way towards the coral. At this point, it's currently deactivated. So you're starting to swim a little bit harder, and then once you get closer and closer, you start to feel like there is some of that resistance again that you notice Senna struggling with a little bit. So go ahead and roll strength. Just see if you can overcome it, basically.
Okay. I rolled a 13.
Okay, yep, that's enough. So from there, you're able to paddle a little extra hard. You go from just kind of paddling and staying in place to kind of gradually inching forward, and then as you start to reach your blade hand out further and further and further, you're able to essentially pierce, not pierce, but essentially make contact with the coral. In doing so, you observe that it does not activate, and from there you essentially lose a little bit of the momentum from the strength that you took to get closer to it, and you start to repel a little bit, not too strongly, but you're repelled a little bit backwards. So essentially, you've learned that you do need to make like hand on coral.
No, I got it. Now I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make a strat in my head. All right, so I'll go back up to the air pocket. I say to them, I have an idea. My idea is each one of you, I'm talking to the three other guys, are going to go to a piece of coral. We're obviously going to know which one's which, and we're going to touch it when our time comes. I'm going to touch two of them, and I'm going to try and do it literally next to each other, but I'm going to use an Eldritch Blast to propel me through the water so I can get to the other coral in time. Because I feel like swimming is going to be slower.
So Alaris chimes in just to ask, why do you need to touch two of them, or why do you need to get to a different one quicker?
Because there's 4 of us and 5 notes.
Right, but they're all playing in order, so we could just let that one play whenever it's going to play and fill in the gaps.
Fair enough. I guess we'll do it that way. I wanted to be Tom Cruise for a minute, Alaris. Jesus.
So you can still have your Eldritch Boatmobile. I'm not gonna...
Eldritch Mobile. Yeah, you could, have this sort of devil mobile. You do you. I'm not gonna, judge you. Well, then I guess we'll wait for Doe to hit, and then we'll hit the rest of the 4.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it that way.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, and break. So essentially from there, each one of you pick one of the 4 chambers. So because we're letting dough ring out, that means one of you guys is going to stay here in this main chamber and activate that large spire. Okay. You guys have any preference on to who takes what chamber? And I've listed them all out here, by the way, in the chat.
Don't give a shit.
It doesn't really matter either.
So I'll just say you kind of all pick a random chamber. Doesn't really matter. And then from there, you kind of give each other a moment to settle into your chambers once having a little bit of confidence as to just have enough time having passed that everybody made it to their proper chambers. You essentially wait for that sequence to kick in once more. And we'll just say that during your discussion, Alaris and Tyr kind of pieced together the different things that they learned and informed everybody which of the notes was which. So essentially, they can pinpoint, okay, you guys are all going to go and hit yours in the correct order. And you'll be able to tell that just because you can hear the one that came before it, okay? So we basically had a little music lesson with each other, and we know which note is do, re, mi, fa, so. So from there, you all enter your chambers, you give it a moment, you wait for that cycle to end and then repeat itself. And then once that first do cycles back and hits once more, you let it ring, and then Alaris is in the Ray chamber. He goes ahead and he activates his. From there, Lumi is in the Me chamber. He activates his right after that. And then from there, we have Tyr activating the Fa chamber and Senna activating the So chamber, all in sequence. And from that point, you start to hear collective harmonizing humming essentially happening from each of the chambers, all kind of coming together and humming and vibrating in frequency with one another, causing an even stronger kind of disturbance in the waters. And you start to feel, even in your own chambers, the water rapidly heating up to the point where it's no longer that kind of frozen surface closer to the top of that where you can break the surface and get some air. You start to even see steam kind of evaporating from the very, very top where that pocket of air used to be once you look up. However, as that's all happening and the vibrations are going stronger and stronger and the water is heating up more and more, each of the choral chambers that you're all in, those spires, are beginning to illuminate it and vibrate more strongly than you had seen previously. And at that point, you just get the sensation, okay, now we need to fucking book it. And so go ahead and everybody roll athletics. I'll do one for Alaris too here. And for Lumi.
You said athletics?
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
athletics, not
Yeah,
acrobatics.
Oh, shit.
Alright, Alaris got 16, so he's good.
14.
Oh my fucking god! Those shog shit rolls! 7!
Oh no.
Damn.
Oh no.
I'm
Okay, well,
fucked.
okay, well, it's not that far, so it's not necessarily like a death sentence, but you got 7. Now let me take a look at Lumi's stats, because I actually help me out,
I
guys.
think it's really confused what a fucking coral looks like.
Okay, I have a question, guy. What was that?
Nothing. Just keep going.
You don't know what a coral looks like?
What were you saying?
Do you know what a coral looks like?
No, I know, but like I'm saying, Senna doesn't know what the coral
Oh,
looks
okay, I
like.
see.
She's dumb as shit.
Okay. So I need your help a little bit here, guys, because for Lumi, I rolled a 1. But he has a
Oh,
modifier,
no.
so does that help or does that not do anything? It cancels out the modifier.
No. That's. I mean, it's technically a crit fail.
So does that mean no
But
modifier?
it's also under a DM discretion. So.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna kill Lumi.
We're not gonna kill him because this wouldn't. I got it covered. Don't worry. Just like I did not expect the 1.
So
Okay,
we're gonna put that dice in dice jail.
All right. So this will just work out in a different way. Don't worry about it. So as you guys are fucking pedaling to the metal, Alaris is actually, first of all, technically, who stayed in the Fa chamber? Actually, I think it was either Tyr or Senna, right? Okay, so you're safe already. So you're already in that main chamber, hanging out by that main core or that main coral spire. From there, Alaris is the second one to make it through. You see him coming in hot, and then from there we see Senna picking up the pace. As we're all kind of coming in that order, all of you are starting to notice your attention being drawn to that main door that's now rumbling more strongly than ever, and you start to see the stone disc basically start to turn on its side, revealing incrementally more and more and more of a gap peering through. You start to see a kind of purplish haze of light peering through as that gap is being revealed. And it's rolling almost like just picture a quarter rolling over on its side, revealing something behind it. And so as that's happening, the chambers of water are essentially, two things are happening really with the water itself. It's being rapidly heated up, so you guys are feeling an intense heat. However, because it's heating up so quickly, it's actually even starting to just turn into steam, as well as starting to pour through the opening crack of this doorway. So essentially, the chambers are all gradually becoming emptied of the water that was filling them. So as you're noticing all of this happening, you're kind of looking around and you're realizing, oh no, Tyr's not here. Not Tyr. Lumi's not here. You kind of all look at each other in that moment. You guys kind of give each other certain looks as if to imply what the fuck you want to do about that fact.
Senna.
I'm just gonna give a look around, like, look around the...
Well, he's dead forever. Let's continue.
Look around the room and just look at Tyr and Alaris and just shrug my shoulders.
Okay. So, okay. So from there, essentially, you start to feel a strong sense of urgency to get the fuck out, along with a rational, plausible theory that because these chambers are being emptied out, he's not gonna drown, but but his fate is kind of a little bit uncertain to you as to what could actually be happening with him. So from there, what do you guys do as you start to feel things intensify rapidly around you, and this doorway start to reveal more and more of an area that you could slip through, revealing more of that kind of purplish haze?
Is it like gradually, or is it like a magnet, like it's like pulling me, like it's getting stronger? Like, what does that feel like?
Well, so essentially you notice it's not opening up very rapidly, so it's not like you can picture it almost like if you were in space and you were to open up a fucking window, just the vacuum of space would pull you out, right? So it's like a very low grade version of that, because it's essentially the water is being expelled in a few different ways, right? It's starting to evaporate and turn to steam, but it's also just finding like air pockets that's actually able to funnel through. But then it's also starting to pour through that doorway as it's being opened more and more. So it's not opening up too rapidly, so it's not this massive force pulling you in, but the closer you are to the door, the more you feel like, oh, the water is being channeled and funneled into that door that's opening up. And so because of that, you do start to feel a little bit of a pull, and you're being pulled a little bit too.
Can I try to swim away or go away from it?
You want to swim away from the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Somewhere where Lumi might be.
Oh, you want to get him?
Or at least, like, see if he's in the general, like, vicinity.
Okay.
See if I could grab him before it sucks me in.
Okay. So, let's do a couple things. So you look around and you try to remember which you try to remember which of the 4 he went into. So go ahead and do a whiz. Well, let me see. Hold on.
Give him a whiz right there.
I was gonna say
Right on his
wisdom or
face.
intelligence. What would it be if you had to do to try to remember which one he went in? Would it be like?
I think it's intelligence.
Well, that's like a saving. Would it be a saving throw, or would it just be like a skill? Or
A skill.
Yeah, but intelligence is not a skill, so I guess you could just
Well,
roll
it's
in.
well, it's just an intelligence like check.
Oh, like just using the main one then. Okay, yeah, you can do that then. Whatever your intelligence modifier is.
-1. Man, she dumb as shit. 5.
All right, so that's a 4. So you look around at the
No,
4.
that was a 6, but it's a 5.
Okay, it's a 5. Okay, gotcha. So still, you look around, and also to be fair to you, there's some degree of panic that's setting in as this kind of like world is kind of crumbling around you, or you're not sure really what's about to happen. And so in this state of confusion, you're kind of looking around trying to remember which of the fucking 4 he picked. Maddie, just pick a number 1 through 4.
Where's my D4?
And you essentially just kind of take whichever one.
2.
Okay, you go for 2. And he actually did go in. He did not go in right. He went in me. So he went in 3. So you go ahead and do. Yeah. You should probably do a strength saving as well to see if you can break out of the pull.
Fucking god. A 9. I can't roll past the fucking 8.
A 9 is fair enough, but it's like really hard. Like you're barely there. I made a 10. So from there you're trying your hardest to like pull out of that fucking suction coming from the door, and you're able to make it just a little bit out of like that gravitational fucking pull, enough to see that peering light coming from that third, or that was a third? No, it was a second. You rolled 2. That second chamber, and you can't really catch a proper glimpse as you inch a little bit towards it, trying to break through. But you don't see anybody in there. Now, as this is happening, the door has been opening more and more, creating more and more resistance and more of kind of like a suction sensation and pulling you guys inward. So from there, you're essentially pulled out from that tunnel entrance and back towards the center. As that's happening, you are now seeing the rest of your party, except for Lumi, being almost like face planted up against that rolling doorway, all being kind of sucked in.
Are we like hanging on, or
they're
away,
basically pressed up against the door. You're still you're making your way there, or you're gradually being stuck there. But Tyr and Alaris are essentially pressed up against the door, not being fully sucked in, but they're kind of like hanging on, or just like face planted up against it essentially.
I kind of like brace myself against the door and like try to like pick them up,
Okay.
like
Um,
get them off the door.
I got you. I got you. So you essentially start propelling your way towards that door. Your back is now up against it. Either of them are on, or you have one of them on kind of either of your sides. You put your arms around them, um, and now you're essentially trying to gain leverage with um, with your legs, essentially, kind of like propping yourselves out and get away from that kind of suction force. Can you do another strength? Now, as this is happening, keep in mind the door that you press up against, it's moving, and you're starting to run low on oxygen, and you got 2 people on you, and the suction is getting stronger. So roll with disadvantage.
Yes. Oh, okay, fucking fantastic. Hero pass a fucking 8.
Okay. That was so sincere.
That was some actual real anger right
It's
there.
like you just bet the house on that 8. Oh fuck. Okay, so as that happens, you grab both of them underneath your fucking chicken wings, and you try to prop yourself up, and your fucking muscles straining your under your back foot, but it's just too much. And then as this is starting to get harder and harder, you're getting more and more exhausted. Oxygen is kind of leaving your lungs. You're starting to notice in your periphery everything is kind of getting hazy and being overtaken with a purple, very bright purple, all enveloping haze around you, just kind of blurring your entire vision as kind of the last bits of oxygen are leaving your breath. So from there, everything goes to purple, then goes to black. You feel a rush being pulled in. You feel like you're being on essentially like a roller coaster whiplash back and forth. All of you are still kind of huddled very closely together, so you can still feel each other. But as you're being kind of pulled through, it feels like you're almost being propelled and dragged through a whirlpool, just banging up against the sides of tunnels. Your body's kind of slamming up against walls and into each other. And then that intense sensation, aggressive feeling gives way to a free form stillness, bliss, almost like it's zero gravity for like a solid 5 seconds that feel almost like an eternity. Your world is completely black. You don't feel anything. There's no smells or tastes or sounds. It's just pure blackness, and you don't sense anything. You're just kind of still, almost like a deprivation tank or something. And then from there, the purplish haze starts to retake and fill in that black space, and you start to feel something on your fingertips. You start to feel something pressed up against your backs. All of you feel like you are laying on your backs, face up, a little bit of your arms still wrapped around each other or overlapping on top of each other. Things feel very still, very peaceful, but the sensation you're feeling on your backs is starting to get a little bit more harsh and disruptive, almost like this pounding, and a little bit, there's kind of this rough texture to it, and you're starting to hear distant sounds. You're hearing chatter. You're hearing birds and winds and the crashing of waves. And as you start to regain consciousness and that purple haze starts to dissipate, you open your eyes and you see something entirely new. And with that, we are going to pass the mic over to Madison here, who's going to take over and guide us through the next portion of the
Room
journey.
full of crab rangoons.
So as you come up to consciousness with the water on your face, you start walking up on the beach, and all you can do is just smell the salty breeze that's coming off the sea, and you get sense of like butter and fried dough and brine. You also can see as you go and you wipe your eyes, strings of crab-shaped paper lanterns bob lazily overhead, casting a warm orange light across the cobblestone streets. Stalls are made of patched fishing nets, and withered planks overflow with golden brown rangoons, skilled grilled skewers, and steaming bowls of chowder. Children dart between the yeah, fuck, can't read. Children dart between adults, clutching stuffed toy crabs, while an old bard leaned against the barrel, plucking a sea shanty on a battered lute. As you kind of go and get your bearings, you see this little old lady that sees that you just came up from wherever the fuck you were, and um goes up to Alaris and gives him a little uh like a squeeze on the cheek, and she says, "Well, you seem to might you be lost."
I look her up and down. I kind of rub the water out of my eyes. Um, look past her. Look over to the people darting around, and take in the new surroundings. Take in the pier and the environment, and return my eyes. Basically, they land back on her, saying, "I certainly appear to be lost. Where are we?"
Well, my dear child, you are at the Buttered Wharf.
Pardon?
This is
Maddie, did you say the Butter Wharf?
yes, the Buttered Wharf.
Okay, just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
It's all good. This, my dear child, is the Buttered Wharf. A townfolk bustling with with Crab Rangoon and small children, which is a small little town of um of baked goods. As you can see over here to the right, and she waves her hand over, and you can see it's just a hustle and bustle of people and children. There's a bunch of different little like stalls of food and whatnot, and a bunch of different crab-like decorations of crab lanterns and little children with crab hats, and crab-shaped balloons. And then if you look over here to the left, you see an alley, which is somewhat very dimly lit. And there's also a bunch of there's also a bunch of children. You could see a man over to the left on a lute, and all it just smells is like of cream cheese and grease. And also, if you look further down, there's a lot more chatter. It seems like there's might be some sort of an event or something going on off in the distance. And then she goes and backs up and addresses everybody as a party. She says, well, this is the Buttered Wharf, like I said. Make yourself at home. There is a crab ragout eating contest here in about 30 minutes.
A what?
A crab ragout eating contest.
I've let me go ahead. Alaris rolls. What would that be? History check again? Yeah, let's go ahead and roll. That's a 9. Is that good enough for me to know what that is? Would I know what that is?
When the time comes, you'll know.
It seems I look around at a lot of the crab themed everything, and feels like very much the case that the time was a long time ago, and I would like to know what that is. Can you tell me what that is? What is happening here?
Tyr interrupts by seeing all the crab around him. Goes like, "I'm hungry. Do you have crab to eat?"
Well, if you sit here and then she points off to the left, there's a bunch of different stalls that have a bunch of different crab themed foods that you can eat.
All right, I'm gonna go do that. That sounds interesting. You enjoy your stuff, guys. I'm gonna go eat some crab. So I leave and go to the stall.
Are you guys following? What are you doing?
I guess I follow, but as I'm doing that, I'd like to kind of look around and see if I can spot anyone that might be able to offer some fucking help. Is there anyone that looks like they're even remotely plugged in, intelligent? Is anyone holding a book or a map or just something that I can figure out where the fuck are we?
There is a couple people off to the left who are holding like newspapers. And then the dude with the flute off to the alleyway to the left also.
Okay. How far away are the newspaper folks from where Tyr is going off to?
Like 60, 70 feet off to the left. Like far
Okay.
left.
I just shout out to Tyr. Tyr, I'm just gonna go over there, and I point over to. Can he see where the fuck I'm pointing if I point over to the news people?
Yeah, it's pretty open.
All right, so I'm just gonna go over there and see if I can get some information.
All right, and I have I'm halfway through a crab claw as I'm looking at you, giving you a thumbs up, going.
All right, all right, sounds good. I give him a thumbs back, and then just make a little kind of gross out face. I'm like, we probably shouldn't be eating the food. We don't know what. Okay, whatever. We don't know what. It's fine. And then I look over to Senna to see kind of what she's up to or what and Maddie, I don't know how you want to handle that, but you can take over Senna whenever you want if you want to. I think. It's fine.
She'll follow you.
Okay. So yeah, I make my way over to the newspaper folk.
All right, and then they're just knees deep in. There's a couple there. There's a male and a female. They're sitting on a bench, and they're very grossly intense, like locked in on their newspaper.
Okay. Am I able?
And they don't see you as you approach.
They don't. Okay. From their facial expression, you said they're locked in, but do they seem kind of like in a bad mood? Like if I were to just kind of peer over to see what the fuck they're reading, would that bother them? Or I can't really tell based on their, demeanor.
You can't really tell because they're the newspaper's right in their face.
Oh, okay. So can I try doing like a little stealth or whatever, just to casually peer over their shoulder and see what the fuck is on the newspaper?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me see. I don't think I have any.
Do a perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to like.
Because you're looking at the.
Right, but I want to see.
No. Never mind.
I want to do two things. I want to. I guess it might be a couple. It might be investigation and stealth check. But like, I want to see if I can, without them noticing, just peer over their shoulders to read what they're reading.
Okay, so then give me a stealth check.
Okay, so that would be plus 0. So here we go. That is a 10.
Okay, and then give me a investigation.
Investigation. That is a 13, and then let me see if there's any modifiers. Is that a thing? Yeah, plus 2, so 15.
Okay, so you were able to get go on the to your left, their right on the side of the bench, and you're able to peek over. And on the newspaper, on the top it reads the stuffing, and
Just casually reads the stuffing. You know, like it does. You know, like all the other times it's read that.
so what you see? Oh, oh my God. So on the top where like typically you would see like the New York Times, in big old letters you see the stuffing,
Ye
and
old
then you
times.
see, yeah, and then um and then you see different like different hints of information about maybe like like little tidbits about some like weird like fishing traditions and things of that nature, but then something that with that role, that's something that that catches your eye is sorry something that goes and catches your eye is fuck um
Is there like a key story that I'm able
yeah,
to
hang on,
pinpoint
yeah,
about?
I'm thinking, give me a second.
Okay, about maybe it details like what this festival is or where it's taking place.
Yep. So I see. So I'm gonna repeat myself. So you see the stuffing on the top, and then you see, the cap. You see, fucking Jesus, the battered wharf, um, uh, the annual fucking Jesus Christ, the annual, buttered wharf, um, crab rangoon eating competition, and then underneath that you see um a tidbit of information in regards to like the history of crab rangoons, and like how the buttered wharf um was the birthplace of crab rangoon, so it throws a festival in regards to that because of how widely popular it is across the globe. And then
Which globe?
The globe.
Can I get a sense of if the globe or any of the locations that I can glean are familiar to me?
They're not.
They're not. Okay.
Nope, it's kind of like you're transported.
Okay, so yeah, that at least tells me, like, realistically, I should be able to recognize some of this, but the fact that, like, none of it is familiar, that at least tells me that we're probably just completely, like, in a different reality, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so is that about everything I can kind of glean from the papers?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Can I just kind of like gently, politely tap the person reading the paper on the shoulder?
Yeah, and then this old lady goes and gets startled, and she looks up at you and she says, "What do you want?"
I'm sorry to disturb you, ma'am. I'm new in town, and I'm just trying to get a sense of. I'm a little lost, so could you kind of help me out? Where exactly are we right now?
So we're on a small island west of the mainland. Well, first of all, before I even talk, I think we should go and do an introduction because I don't even know who you are. And then she goes and brings out her hand for a handshake.
Okay, I meet her there, and I give her a handshake.
All right, and then she says, "Hi, my name is Crabitha Goonright."
Sure, and I say that as I'm very politely and not breaking my polite, friendly smile, and just going along with that as it sinks in. And there's a little bit of a glitch behind my eyes that you can see, but I'm just gonna keep smiling and handshaking, and say,
Matrix has you, Lars.
of course it is. Now, can I ask you? Can I ask Maddie a question? Is as I'm shaking her hand, am I feeling anything? I don't know. A little clammy, a little hard-shelled, a little like.
He's very clammy.
Okay, but clammy in the way that like a crab claw is, or in a way that a sweaty old woman might
Like
be?
what? Sweaty old
Is
woman.
is this woman
Sweaty
a
old
crab?
woman.
Is this woman part crab? Or does it just feel like a hand?
Now these are the questions that need answering right now.
No, she's just very
Let's
sweaty.
go.
Very, very
Okay,
sweaty.
okay. So just because between that name and all the crab decorations, Alaris is a little freaked out, and he thinks he might be in her claw clutches. So at that point, it does feel more human, and I'm a little bit more reassured, but still not totally at ease. So I just kind of keep smiling and shaking her hand. What does she say next? No, I guess I introduced myself too. It's like, my name is Alaris. As mentioned, I'm new here. I'm traveling with a group of travelers, a group of friends. It's hard to call them that just yet, but you know, we got a little
I
bit.
hear that from a distance, and I'm midway through a crab claw. What up, friends?
I don't. I kind of get embarrassed and pretend I didn't hear.
I don't know that, man.
I pretend I didn't hear what that was. Yeah, a lot of the festival really brings out the characters, huh? So anyway, yeah, I'm just traveling on by a little bit. Got a little bit lost on route to my other destination.
Where were you headed?
Well, that's hard to explain, but essentially, me and my traveling companions, we were trying to get to the bottom of a few mysteries, if you will, but it seems like we're a long way from there, so I don't think it's even relevant to get too much into the detail. Can I ask you?
Like
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go on.
I was just gonna ask, like, we seem to have taken a detour pretty quickly to end up here, so I'm just curious. You seem pretty plugged in.
Yeah, 1 second. My audio's fucking up. Can you repeat that?
Sure. So it seems like we got detoured here relatively quickly. So I was just curious. You seemed like someone who's pretty plugged in here. You've been. It seemed like maybe you've been a native here for a while. Have you ever heard any stories about, I don't know, interdimensional portals that would cause someone who's not from here to magically be transported here?
No, but I have had some sweet and sour sauce that's out of this world.
Different kind of magic transportation. I see. No, actually, that could work. Where could I get some? Maybe if I lubricate my staff just the right way, I could bring us back home. Does it have any magical properties?
It tasted magically.
Oh, you are now talking about just a normal dipping sauce.
If you want to call it that. It's gold.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I'm now certain that you don't know anything that could help me. Okay. I guess I'll ask you this then. What is happening here? What is the purpose of all this? What brings you all here? And is there something that I should be attending to while I'm here?
Well, you should be attending the crab rangoon eating contest. That is the #1 event of the festival.
And what a festival it is. I take another look around and just fucking see the fucking crab-hatted children playing. And the joyously out of tune fucking music. And where can I find that event?
Well, if you go, and she points off to the left-hand side, kind of where Tyr is. If you go down this alleyway, go down and take a right. There's another dock and pier where this event is being taken place. What I can do is have my son over here next to me, and he can take you.
Your son? Okay. I look over.
Or grandson.
Okay. I look over and what do I see?
You see a
giant humanoid crab rangoon.
No, shut up. No. You see a human 15-year-old boy, very average-looking, brown hair, brown eyes. He's kind of like wearing some like lederhosen type thing with like Vans. And he
was
just,
a crabby boy.
That was good. I was not expecting that. That was good. Well, Maddie, how do you follow that?
I just did. All right. Fucking hell, I lost it.
Lederhosen. Vans.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so he's wearing all that, and then he just goes and just stares up at you, and then he puts his paper down, gives it to his grandmother, and he just says onward, and then just starts walking.
Onward indeed. Senna Alaris looks up at Senna and just kind of gives her a look of like, I don't fucking know, just fucking follow this kid.
Follow me, please follow me
Now,
for security reasons. Follow me.
I have a question, because I don't know how magical this world is. Like Alaris doesn't know how magical this world is, so he's kind of curious if anybody is kind of looking at us strangely, like if we're dressed weird, or if Senna obviously looks very strange compared to other people. Like I don't know what other creatures or whatever are here, if they're all human, if it's a magic, if they're familiar.
So they're basically all human. Everybody kind of like, you kind of like blend in. I mean, you do get some like weird looks every now and then, especially for Senna, but mostly you don't really get any weird looks.
Okay, they're just like too occupied with the festivities, and they're just like, yeah, come on, come on.
Yep.
They must be from out of town. Whatever. Okay. All right, so we go along following the boy.
And then, okay, so you're just going there, walking along, and then he goes and turns around. He's sitting there walking backwards, and he goes and introduces himself, and he says, "Hi, my name is Kragan Argoon, and I'm 15." And then he goes and gives you a handshake.
I give him a handshake back, and is this one clammy?
No, not really.
All right, interesting name you got there. Now I have a question. I know you take after your obviously the family name, but is everybody in this town crabbish?
Explain yourself by crabbish.
Well, the last name and also and then I just vaguely gesture to everything.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Highly sus.
No.
Highly sus.
No is the answer from the Lederhosen and Van Dond child. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, you'll have to forgive me. I'm still trying to get my bearings here. I don't really know what's happening. But
Okay.
yeah, onward, as you said.
All right. Well, you guys are currently going through the streets, as you can see from the image. All the different stations. You can grab some food if you like. Um, if not, we'll continue forward.
Senna can do what she wants, but I'm too suspicious to try the food.
Okay, so you continue forward, and Tyr, where are you at? Where are you at this moment?
I finished eating and caught up.
All right. So, so, uh, he goes and turns back around. He's continuing, uh, continuing. Jesus fucking Christ! Hold on. You're continuing walking, and you're going down for a while. You still hear a bunch of the song playing, the hustle, the hustle and bustle, nothing absolutely crazy. And then you go and get to um, like kind of like a three-way street opening. Um, so, uh, well, it's more like an like a long alleyway, and then like off to the right hand side, you can see the docks off as well. But off out in like front of you, it's kind of like more open, kind of looks like a square, and you see all of the fuck, and you see all of these boots. Why the fuck is it mirrored? Anyways,
It's not mirrored for me.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So you see all these different boots, and you see a bunch of different um, crab and crab rangoon themed carnival games inside of the square. You could see a crab claw strength tester, a butter pool fishing game, and like a ring toss and things of that nature. Um, Off in this little courtyard, and all you see is just a buck ton of children, uh, just pulling out, and there's a fuck ton of children just um, causing massive havoc and stuff, and you see this one man looks around, maybe in his 40s, and he is just sitting there. He looks absolutely dead inside. He looks tired as all hell, and you can see this like little 5-year-old child, and he's like tugging on his pants, asking him for money and like begging, and it's like super loud, so it's the one thing that has your main focus, and he's just like begging his whoever this man is um for money, and then he's like trying to take this child off like a tick, and like shove him off to the side and tell him no, that we don't have funds for that right now. Um and then off to the right hand side, you've seen a dock which has a bunch of other people, and you can now see a giant grand stage that says crab rangoon eating contest. It kind of looks like the 4th of July hot dog eating contest type thing. I don't have a picture of it, but it kind of looks like that. And all you see is just a bunch of like fryers and cream cheese just all over the place, waiting for this event to occur. What do you want to do?
Tyr, what do you think?
Can I do a perception roll?
Okay. For what?
I just want to kind of take it in a little bit more, like see if I can see more details or something else around me than just face value.
Okay.
$16.
Is there anything you look at like for in particular?
No, just if I'm trying to see if something is off,
Um,
like out of the norm. Besides everything else that's going on.
Nothing from this being extremely out of place, but from the things you have seen in the past, this does not look off. None of this looks off.
It just looks like a fair for Crab Rangoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said there was a guy at one of the, like, just like in the picture you have there, there's a guy there that just looks like he's exhausted, just kind of in the back.
No, he's like kind of like you'd be off to the right hand side, like away, kind of like away from the games, kind of like off to the side, like right where that intersection is between those streets.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Alaris and say, maybe we go talk to him real quick, just to kind of get a little bit more of a bearing on what's going on.
Okay, yeah, lead the way.
Well, I'll head over to the guy and ask him, hey, what's all this about? What's going on here?
Well, this little dipshit next to me wants asking me money.
What a fucking great start.
But I don't have any. Because I'm basically homeless at this point. So much the fry, so much. There's only so much that I could make at the Friars.
I just love that, like, the first thing he says to me after I say, hey, man, what's going on around here? Well, this little dipshit next to me. Okay. All right. Well, what is this festival for?
Have you not opened your eyes?
Crab Rangoon, yes, but why Crab Rangoon?
Because this is the birthplace of the Crab Rangoon.
So what are we just celebrating Crab Rangoon, period?
Yes. Just like a strawberry festival.
Okay. Anything you'd recommend?
I recommend the crab balls back there, about 30 feet.
Oh, I had some of those 2 seconds ago. Those are really good.
Nice, nice. Did you get the dipping sauce?
Of course.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Did you get the dipping sauce?
You get the dipping sauce, bro? Oh, fuck yeah, I did. So sweet.
As I always say, if you ain't dipping, you're tripping.
Fuck. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. Lost my train of thought. I also recommend maybe playing some of these, like, games where I really like the ring toss one. It has some really cool prizes to it.
Is the kid still there?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get...
He keeps shoving off to the side.
Can I...
Like a fucking cockroach.
Do I have a little side conversation with the kid?
It's not what I was gonna do, but...
No, that's what I thought you were gonna do. My bad.
I guess I can just... Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit curious first before I just tell him to fuck off. Can I just break off a little bit and have a little side convo with the kid being like, what's going on, bud?
Hi!
Hi! You know, you remind me of another little buddy of mine. She's dead, though. Not that you. I mean, you're probably safe. You're probably. Is your soul intact? You're fine. Doesn't matter. What's going on? Why are you bugging my guy here?
Wanna play games?
And you're asking him for money to play the games?
Yeah.
Oh, how much money do you need?
10 gold pieces.
Is Maddie, is the conversion rate?
It's the same.
Is it? I was gonna say 10 gold. For the privilege of tossing a coin or a ring. But I
play
think you're
on the
getting
game.
screwed over. People don't have that kind of money. For games, for carnival games, go find a rock to throw in a corner. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, it's not just for one game. It's for all of them.
It's like this is like a Dave and Buster, a ye old Dave and Buster's thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Well, what? We probably got 10 gold among us. What happens if I just give him 10 gold?
He takes it and runs off.
Hey, not even a thank you?
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that kid, and as he's running, I'm be like,
poof, poof, poof. Runs off.
all right, don't
Lost
spend
him
it all on
crab.
crab. Oh god, he's gonna spend it all on crab. Just a little crab head addicted in a corner somewhere, tweaking out.
So what do you do next?
I turn my attention back over to our man here talking.
Tyr.
I mean, we finished talking.
Well,
I
was...
basically got all I'll get out of that.
Okay, so I guess you guys want to play a game? Lars looks over to Tyr and Senna.
Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's go play a game.
I want to play the strength tester. Senna says.
I want to play the knock down as many Rangoons as you can.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I guess we can. I vote strength tester first. We can try that one.
Let's go do that. I want to watch Senna beat this thing to death. Oh my god, you actually have it? That's amazing.
You're a monster.
Using that AI art to fuck here. Let's go.
Oh hell
like, I'm all for supporting real artists, but like I've never seen them do anything like this. So. That's crazy. That's so impressive.
You like that?
Well, I'm just so surprised it's getting the text right. And also, it's a very consistent art style across all of these.
Mm-hmm.
Which is typically.
I went old-fashioned vintage.
This was GPT. This wasn't like Gemini.
All of this is.
Wow. How'd you get it to do the same art style?
Just kept fucking yelling at it to put it in old style vintage.
Interesting. But it's still like cute and cartoony, and it's not. I'm not even seeing like typos. It's crazy. Usually, it's so bad with letters.
Yeah, I didn't actually have a problem with that.
Interesting. Huh.
Because usually it like fucks it up really bad. All right. I'm at 2 seconds. All right. Who wants to roll for Senna? Which is a +4.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll roll for Senna.
All right.
+4, you said, right?
Yes, ma'am.
18.
She called you ma'am. She said you have a vagina.
Oh my god. 18.
Yeah, you said 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in front, it's not depicted on here, but out front there is a crab claw. It kind of resembles one of those you know how like you have like those the strength things. What the fuck? Kind of looks like a pair of tongs. You know what I'm saying? Like it helps you get with your hand strength.
Oh yeah, like the little grippy things.
Called. Yeah. So it looks like one of those, but it's like in the shape of a crab claw, and it's coming up from like the counter. So Senna goes and puts her hand on this and squeezes it to the point where it's almost broken, and she's able to completely close the crab claw, and um, and the man that's behind the counter goes, "Man, you are a mighty bunch, young there, mister." And Senna just goes and gives him a death stare. And then as he's looking, he does not leave eye contact with her. And he goes and takes a mini deep fryer toy, plastic one, from underneath the counter and just slowly puts it on the counter and slides it over.
Who is this directed at?
You guys.
No, but like one of us in particular?
No, it's Senna.
Okay, yeah, so what is
I was playing as Senna.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
Talking
thought.
about the
did.
game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
Go ahead, Manny.
I already did. Not
Oh,
listen?
what
I
was the
thought
roll?
that was
No,
the
I missed
guy.
it.
No.
I missed the roll. What was the roll? Like for Senna, that she was gonna roll.
An 18. You said it.
Oh my god, that's right. My brain just got
Did
lost.
we
My
fucking
bad.
zone out there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain actually got lost a little there. I'm sorry. My ADHD kicked in pretty hard. Sorry about that.
All good, all good. And then Senna goes and just backs off, and then she's like smiling like a little child. And then she goes and opens up the toy, and it looks like it's something made from like China. It has like really bad like inseams to it. And
Senna, of all people, is like examining the seam quality. I love it. It's like a shoddy workmanship.
and on the inside there's a small.
I've seen better.
and on the inside there's a small little baggie. So she goes and she just like takes it up like she's looking like a dead fish, and she like wiggles it around, and then she like pokes it and then like drops it back in, and she's like squishing it like even more, kind of like if it's like a sensory toy, and she's like, yeah, I really like this thing, and she's like, oh, she just like has it in her hand and she just keeps poking it. And she goes back to the group.
Well, you're looking pleased with yourself.
It's squishy.
Hey, so I'd like to. This is Tier. I'd like to go try that knock crab Rangoons down game.
That works for me.
So I turn around and start heading towards the booth.
Alright, hang on 1 second.
Let me follow.
So
I know.
as we get up, okay.
No, keep going.
So I have to ask you a question, my guy. So do you have anything that you want me to toss at these things, or can I toss whatever I have on me at the crab Rangoons?
They have things for you to toss.
Are one of them a knife?
Because
No,
I'm
that'd
real
be
good at tossing
dangerous.
knives.
Damn.
He's really good at tossing knives.
What if I toss a knife into the thing that you were wanting me to throw at the crab Rangoon? Would that count?
Hang on 1 second. I think I lost the image.
Alaris turns to Tyr, being like,
Oh, fuck.
they just
Hang
might.
on.
They must not get many knife tossers here.
I guess not. It was pretty normal where I come from, to be honest.
They're more of a scissor crowd, or whatever that thing is used. Thing is, this is the issue. I don't know what the fuck that shit is used to open up claws.
Oh, I know what you mean. So
Yeah. The cracking, you know what I mean?
the cracker. Yeah. We don't normally get crab or really many shellfish where I'm from, so that's why it was like kind of a big thing for me to see it. But like, man, if they had me throw some crackers at a crab rangoon and not a knife, I'm gonna be peeved.
Honestly, that's just like hand-to-hand combat tool in this world.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Or
I have
looks
so
like
much. I have so much, friggin' expertise in throwing knives. I've been doing it most of my life.
Yeah, just like a butterfly knife equivalent, honestly. You could just fucking... Just like no crab would be safe.
Honestly, it's like a crab massacre over here.
Crabsicle. Hide your
See,
crabs, hide your lobsters,
Alright, there you go.
because they're cracking all
There
everybody's
you go.
crabs open.
There you go. Sorry about that.
See, I knew
Okay.
there was a reason why I like traveling with you.
Oh, you've seen that? You've seen that hologram too? You've seen that magical messages too?
Hologram, man, this is the Middle Ages.
You've seen that magical scroll as well? The scroll
Oh
of
yeah,
visionings?
I've seen that scroll. Yeah, no, when I was in the tavern the other night, they had that playing on their big fireplace. It was really really cool.
Did they have like a giant screen that they unrolled, almost like it was a gigantic parchment paper, that they could just kind of project that astral plane image onto, or?
Kinda. So these guys, what they did was, it was really interesting. They kind of shone a light through the scroll from behind it, and as the scroll was doing its thing, they put like a
Whoa.
magnifying glass on the other side, so it was just projected onto this wall. It was
Whoa.
really cool.
Modern technology and ancient magic, who knew?
I know, I've never seen it before. That was just one of the most like original ideas of how to like project those scrolls. I've seen those scrolls 1,000 times, but never like that.
Damn.
Okay.
Well,
Alright,
Lars
so
looks
am I
back
right?
over to our Rangoon boy.
Oh, is the Rangoon guy ready?
Hang on 1 second. How did you?
I guess not. Anyway, so when was the last time you saw one of them?
Well, I've never seen one of those. I do most of my scroll readings just like in private, the old traditional way. You know, I just like unfurl it and start reading. But this is a new magic, I guess.
You know, I don't do much scroll reading myself. Normally I tend to kill people who read a lot of scrolls.
Why do that?
Oh, for many other purposes, not just because I have like, well, not because I have like an affinity of hating people who read scrolls, mostly because the people who read scrolls are also wanted to be dead by other people.
Oh, you're hanging out with some pretty bad scroll readers. In my experience, they're a lovely bunch, disconnected from reality, mind you. But you know, aren't we all?
You know,
and then Alars looks around and vaguely gestures once again to all of this.
yeah, you know, it does make sense.
Now, in your scroll visions, have you ever come across anything as weird as what we're seeing here?
No, this is pretty unique.
Yeah, I'm trying to get past it. The games are cool. People seem nice. The kids are little shits, but that's consistent. But the rest of this has me freaking out, and I don't know what we're gonna do to get back here, because I'm a little bit suspicious of all this. If it seems too good to be true, and also it seems too weird to be true, it's best to get the fuck out just in case.
Well, I will say this, Lars. In my travels, I've experienced a lot of very strange customs and strange traditions, so I'm kind of just embracing this. You are right. This is the first Goonie festival I've ever been a part of, but it's really no weirder than any other festival I've ever been a part of. But at the same time, it's strange, but not too strange. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, the townsfolk seem nice enough. I met this old lady. Super clammy hands, but great source of information. Apparently, we're actually on an island, not too far off the mainland. I pretty curious to know what that mainland is. Hopefully we can kind of learn more. Maybe they have some more answers, but I feel like I don't want to be stranded on this crab-themed island for too long. I don't know what'll happen to us.
Yeah, no, I'm not too keen on staying here for too long either. But I did talk to the guy who was feeding me crab the other, not the other day, literally 5 minutes ago. So, I was talking to him, and he said this happens all the time. This crab festival, whenever there's some sort of harvest. So that's why I'm not like harvest of crabs. God damn it! What's the word for crabs? This is Steve. Steve asking.
Yeah, it's what the fuck is it called?
A catch?
Yeah.
Catch?
I don't know. Well,
yeah.
Seems like
Let's
that's
call
like
it
a
a catch.
smaller.
A fishing, yeah.
You know what I'm
excursion
trying to say, though, right?
Yeah, just the haul. We'll call it, I think, a haul.
When all the
maybe?
crab,
A haul?
when all the crab, like the crab fishermen drop off their crab.
Yes,
for the
yes.
season.
That's what I
Like
meant.
You ever watch that movie Forrest Gump? It's whatever he. It's whatever he and that other fellow that talks funny.
The Burba? Yeah, Burba was cool.
Yeah. It's whatever that amount of crab being hauled in.
So, anyway, back to Tyr. Yeah, so he said every single time that the crab fishermen come in, they all just kind of set this festival up. That's all I got out of him. Nothing behind it, nothing forward, just that. I tried. I poked and prodded. He wouldn't give me anything.
Really? Because from where I was sitting, it looks like you weren't really trying to get some information. It seemed like you were all too content on just gorging. Now, I wouldn't mind.
Between bites of crab, I was definitely asking questions. Now, if he understood what the questions were, that's not my problem.
Well, I usually, you know me, I'm just, I wouldn't mind, but I don't want to trust the food. Part of me thinks that by the end of our time here, we will have turned into crabs ourselves, and then that's maybe even what we're eating is other lost travelers. So I don't really want to think too much about where the crab comes from, who it is you talk to about the crab sourcing, and I do not have yet to trust any of this.
Well, all right then. Wow.
Senna, what do you think?
Pretty definitive.
She's not paying attention. She just keeps poking at that fucking clay and the prize she just won.
She goes, I go, it's squishy?
Squishy.
Squishy, and then I turn to Tyr going, squishy.
Squishy.
Alright. Hey, gang? Just saying it. Like, let's not lose our cool too. Let's not get too swept up in this. As sweepy as it is.
2 pieces. 2 pieces. Well, all it takes to knock down the Rangoons. 2 pieces. 2 pieces, gold pieces. To knock down the crab Rangoons.
Alright, well, Tyr, looks like your turn's up.
What am I throwing? Baseballs? Am I throwing my knives? What am I throwing?
You're throwing sauce packets.
Sauce packets?
They're manufacturing? How advanced is this?
Well, it's more like sauce balls.
Like vials? Like little
the
vials? Like
yeah.
little corks?
Yeah,
Did you
like the health potion
say
vials.
sauce
Yes, exactly.
balls?
Yeah, well, it's like health potions, but like has like sweet and sour sauce in it.
Yeah, picture a little vial with a little cork. I like it. Okay. Well, Tyr, after you.
So we left off with Tyr saying that he wanted to go to the knockdown Rangoon game, and
Yes. Yeah, that was right.
Yeah,
So
so-
Tyr was about to like walk up to the counter and throw the vials of sauce.
vials of sauce. You ready, Tyr? Hello,
So I was
you there?
asking, yes, I'm here. So
Okay.
how many how many Rangoons do I have to knock down?
Well, that is a very, very good question, my good sir. You have to knock down 4. You have 10 tries, you only have to knock down 4, and you walk away with this abnormally large crab plushie.
Okay, so...
Wait. How abnormal? How large?
It's the size of this dude.
Oh,
It's the size of the operator.
It's literally just him in a costume. Take me with you! Take me with you! Okay. Go ahead.
Are you ready, good young sir?
Yes, so how many are in each pile?
He's gonna have those things.
Pile?
Like, I'm guessing they're in that pyramid. They're stacked up, right?
Are you not looking at my screen?
Look at the graph.
Oh, god damn it. I was, oh, yeah,
Graphic.
forgot to go back into that. My bad, hold on. Okay, now I see. Okay.
That makes sense. Okay, so so this dude goes up underneath the counter and grabs like a basket, and he kind of like a netted basket. He sets it out in front of you, and there are like 10 like vials of very thick orange liquid with a cork sticking in it. And then he slides it up out in front of you, and he's like, take these vials and hit those crab rangoons over there, and then points.
Wait, is this guy's clothes just like covered and stained in the residue of failed attempts?
Yes, his pants are fucked.
Okay.
So
that's why you can only see him waist up.
Okay.
What do I have to roll to see if I actually...
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a d20.
Yeah.
And then, so roll that first.
Hold on. I'm just pulling up my page again because I had to restart my computer. 1 second. Characters. Alright. Cool. And rolling a d20.
This is a straight roll, by the way.
Nice. Oh, so you don't even need to open it. Just roll.
Oh, fair enough. Alright, 11.
Okay, and roll it again.
17.
Hey, looks like you're getting a hang of it. Nice job. Let's keep going. And then just do it again.
So one falls down so far.
Mm-hmm.
1 out of 4.
1 out of
13.
4. All right, and then roll again.
Got 6 more tries.
2.
7. Uh-oh, now you got 6 more tries.
No. That's just it's 1. Because it's don't ask why the fuck I did it like this.
It's not one roll per vial?
No.
Okay.
It's like you're aiming and then you're firing.
Oh,
'Cause
that's stupid.
choosing...
You should have told me that beforehand.
Well, no, the D20 determined which one you were throwing it at, the first one.
What?
Yeah, it's an internal fucking process, okay? Fuck.
Okay, so the first... So you're rolling a d20 twice. First one to see... Oh, is it like a... Okay, to see if you hit and then to see how much damage you... Like, what is this then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But... Okay. So how many have been knocked down so far, if any?
1.
1 has been knocked down. How many more tries does he have?
8.
Oh,
Okay.
so I just keep rolling.
So it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
two, roll,
so
it's two rolls per try. Okay, fine.
Yeah. It's basically aiming and then like aiming as like see if you hit, and then
So wait,
like,
I hit a
how much
14, I hit a
damage.
14, a 17, a 12, and then a 2. So I hit the 14 and the 17, correct?
The first two are just for 1.
No, I get that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and then the 12 and the 2 you missed, but I wasn't able to align then. But yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Next
you kind
one
of like hit. So you kind of like.
No, I understand.
Hit, and then
You
it,
throw
like,
you throw in accuracy and hit. I get you. Okay, so okay. Next though is 14.
Okay. Roll it again.
15.
All right, that's a hit. That's 2.
9.
That's a miss.
15.
That's a hit. What's the next one?
13.
All right, that's 3.
10.
Roll again.
17.
All right, roll again.
8.
Sir, you're supposed to hit the Rangoons, not the wall behind them.
I'll throw them at you. You don't shut the fuck up.
I will break this over your head.
Joke's on you,
13.
dude. I'm pretty sure he's into that. Check out his pants.
13.
He's getting wild behind that counter.
What'd you say?
Nat 20. That's 4, bitch. Give me my prize.
Well, calm down there. God damn. And then he goes and he ducks behind it because the one behind him is a display. You hear some shuffling and whatnot underneath, and
that's his special.
eventually
That's his
goes and
best
emerges
gal.
with this astronomically large crab plushie, which is a giant size of the ones that you see with that the little kids are running around with. The size of him, about a 5 foot. Jesus fucking Christ.
As he's rummaging and handing it over, can I take a look at, and I'll roll investigation if I have to, but can I just take a look at the show model and just get a sense of, like, does that thing have any sauce stains that seem to align really too well with this dude's pant stains, implying that's his best gal. He's kind of getting it on when the fucking curtains close.
No, it looks like it's just some really bad attempts.
All right, so he's
And
not.
it's
He's a weirdo. He's not a freak.
Yeah. From what you
Well,
can see.
fuck. Okay. From what he's pantsless. Well, we don't see that. Okay.
He painted on his pants.
Yeah, in sauce. They're actually all deep. It's just they're made out of deep fry. They're just like it's breading or whatever the fuck Rangoons are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
So he hands over this massive plush that's the size of this 5 foot 5 inch man.
This dude's dick must be tingling on a 24/7 basis. I don't know if Rangoon sauce is like spicy or whatever, but like.
No, it's not. It's like the sweet and sour sauce.
Okay, still that's a little tingle. You gotta feel a little.
A little bit, yeah.
For sure. Okay.
He just hands it over and he's like, "Congratulations, young man." And then as he like takes his hand off, his like hand kind of like sticks to the fucking side because he has like sauce on his hands.
Yeah.
So he has to, like rip it away. You can see some fur on it.
Once you wipe your hand on his face and points at Alaris.
I just say, hey man, I feel like you need something. Do I have anything? Do I have like a wet wipe or just like, is there anything I can give this guy?
Can you repeat that? My audio cut out.
Okay. Do I have anything in my inventory like a wet wipe or is just there anything I can do for this poor fuck? If I just look at like my spells or something to help this piece of shit.
Don't you have prestidigitation?
I don't know.
Right? If I don't have your sheet up.
Let me see. No, I think that's Tyr. Doesn't he? Yeah, Tyr has it. What would that do for him?
It's like a cleanup spell. Yeah,
Create
like
a magical
clean
effect
sheet.
within the range. Choose the effect From the options below, you can cast this spell multiple times. Okay, so there's a sensory effect. You can create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect, fire play, clean, or soil. Honestly, dude, okay, so Alaris just turns to Tyr and be like, could you help this dude out? Give him a nice, like, a nice once-over with some prestidigitation cleaning.
Yeah, sure. Why not? So
Like
I'll cast
just like, what a life, you know?
I'll do the prestidigitation clean spell.
He could do soil, and then just like all the vials
There is soil.
explode on
Yeah,
him.
just yeah, exactly.
That's how crazy you want to get. It's like, do you want to take this dude's best
I'll
girl?
I'll be nice here. No, I'll be nice here. I'll be nice.
So you go and cast the spell, and he's completely cleaned up like he just got out of the shower.
Bring! It's just like it's shiny, squeaky clean.
Then he's like an NPC in a video game.
His
Thank
fucking-
you.
His
Muscle.
mustache curls are like especially curly on their ends. They've kind of rejuvenated themselves and super springy. What's his reaction to this, Maddie?
He just goes and just looks at him, and then just like straightens his neck bow thing.
Okay.
Doesn't say anything.
Hey, just get cleaned by spells.
Hey, so I go to Tyr being like, listen, man, don't take it bad. I think everybody here is just really fucking rude because you didn't say thank you. I gave this little shit 10 coins earlier, this little kid. He didn't say thank you either. Something
You want me
is
to kill
weird
him?
with these people. They're just really impolite and really into crabs.
Do you want me to kill him?
Well, no, I don't think... No, that would be a little bit more impolite, don't you think? Then we're just thinking to their level.
No,
And
but he stole money.
The
from me.
Rangoon blood will be on your hands, on your claws. I don't think that's
But
worth
he-
it.
But he's.
Oh, the child? No, I thought you meant
money
the
from-
guy. No, it's just 10 gold pieces. I'll find him again. We'll see him for sure.
Do you want me to kill him then?
No, we'll kill his parents, and then we'll kill... Whatever, we'll figure it out. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I just want to kill something, alright? Just want to make sure that we're on the same page here.
I thought we're in happy Rangoon land. What do you mean? Why do you need a... Why do you have a bloodlust right now?
I don't have a bloodlust.
I'm telling you, something
Just
it was
sounds
in
like
the
you needed some
food.
killing done.
Maybe something's in the
Just-
food. It
just
just makes
sound like
everybody
you
an asshole here.
It just sounded like you needed some killing done. So I
I
mean,
do not.
before-
Okay, let me make this abundantly clear. I do not want you to kill a small child over 10 coins.
Why? That's 10 gold. Gold, not bronze, not silver. Gold.
Well, we've got hundreds of them in our stash. I think we'll be okay.
You know, not everyone in the world has gold, Alaris. I mean,
Okay,
come
we'll,
on.
We'll try and get it back then. I don't know. We'll get it back at some point. It's fine.
I'm gonna go kill him. I'll be right back.
Like, you don't even have a description. Don't just kill a random child. Where are you going? Come back. Listen, if we see him again, I'll point him out. Okay, and then whatever happens after that is what happens.
And then I'll kill him.
We'll talk about it when we get there. But
I'll
in
kill
the
him.
meantime,
Alright.
I just couldn't help but notice how fucking rude everybody here is. You do them favors and they don't say thank you. It's kind of weird. I mean, I grew up in a
Yeah.
fucking tree alone in the woods. I still was taught better manners than that. That's crazy.
Yeah, but again, taught in a tree in the woods, and look around where we are right now. We're
Yeah,
not in
this
the
is
woods,
more
man.
of a society. It's supposed to be a society. You'd think.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
infrastructure. Someone's hauling these crabs. You're telling me they have an infrastructure here to set up all of this year after year, and that was managed to be done without a society built on reciprocity. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Lars. I'm not sure you've realized where we are.
Yeah, we're in fucking
And what's-
Goonville, okay?
what's
I
going
don't
on?
like it. But if we're here,
Yeah.
I'd like some basic tenets of humanity, which is say thank you and please. I don't think it's that much to
I'm
ask.
sorry.
I'm a little overwhelmed.
We're in-
I'm getting a little bit hungry as well, and I don't trust the food any further than you can throw a fucking that lobster you got in your hand there. So I just want some semblance of society and normalcy through the please and thank you etiquette. It's not that much to ask. It's the basis of all societies. And I do not believe they managed to do all of this without learning their praises and thank yous. So I have a feeling they're just
All
being
right,
really rude on
calm down.
purpose.
Calm down. Alaris, calm down. Alaris, take a
Have a
breath.
Rangoon.
Eat this piece
Fucking
of crap.
Senna goes over to him like, would you like to squish? I think I'd like to squish. Senna, can I
You do need to
squish?
You can
So,
squish.
Okay, I squish
It goes
nervously.
over.
I'm like, okay, I think I'm getting the. I think I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the appeal.
anyway, what were we doing? I completely lost the plot.
Well, you got your prize,
Yes.
and there's more games to be played if we want to do that. Otherwise, it
Does
seems
Alaris
like.
want to play any games? Because I did the game that I wanted to play.
Okay, can I go back and see what games there are as a reminder?
Yeah.
This is so fucking cute. Give me a break. Okay, Rintoss. I mean, I guess.
Fuck!
There's-
I forgot I had laundry in my. Sorry. goddamn, keep going.
Do the transfer, even though you don't call it that. Wait, so Maddie, are all of
no,
these
shit.
options? Okay.
Mhm.
I walk over to the Crab Rangoon game, and I ask the guy there, like, hey, what is this game? Well, this is the fishing game. This isn't the one I asked.
Oh shit.
But that's really cute,
That's
though.
safe shit.
That's really okay. So I walk over to this one and ask, "What's this game?"
Well, it's a very simple concept. You go and you take this hook and then you cook the crab rangoon, and then if you pull it up well done, then you win a prize on my magical wall.
Okay, how will I know when it's well done? Am I just guessing?
Well, that's for you
okay.
to decide.
Okay, then so for Alaris, okay, so for the ones that are like dunked in the fryer, am I able to see them, or is it just like?
Some of them are like they were just put in, and some of them look like they're burnt to fucking hell.
But I'm able to see them clearly enough through the liquid. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
it's like purified butter.
All right, I'll play. And then do I have to give him some money or something?
2 gold pieces, please.
2 gold pieces. Okay, I thought there was a 10 gold piece cover charge, so we didn't really do that. Okay, it seems like the rules of this society are a little bit weird. I don't really know if the carnies here are basically taking advantage, but you know what? two gold pieces it is. We got plenty. So I hand over the couple of coins, and then wait for his instructions.
And then he's gonna go like back off to his side, kind of like on his right hand side of like the booth, and he's gonna give you a like a fishing rod, and then he's gonna take a freshly made crab rangoon that's like raw, and he's gonna put it on the said fishing hook through like kind of like the middle, like you do a worm on a hook, and then he's gonna drop it down, and then like so like the string is taut, and then hand you over the fishing hook.
Okay, so I just have to pull it up once I think it's ready. Okay.
Yep, it's kind of think of it as like you know that it's gonna sound dumb as shit. The Mario Party game where like when they're like fishing, and then like you have to like wait until like the thing bobs down, and you have to like rip it out of the fucking water. Like first one to rip it out of the water wins.
Yeah, vaguely. But
Yeah.
I mean, I get the concept. It's fishing. I can wrap my head around it. Okay, so
Yeah.
what do I have to do now? Like, what does Dan have to do?
So Dan has to go and roll a percentile dice.
No
So-
fucking way. Okay, cool.
So you're gonna Do you know how percentile dice work?
No, walk me through it.
Okay, so you're gonna find the dice that has like the
Well, I know
30,
which
40,
one.
50.
Yeah, I have it. I have it.
Okay. Okay, and then you're gonna get your D10 or your D. Fuck, hang on. Where's it at? I'm trying to do this with you. Is it this one? Yeah, your D10.
Yeah, the 0 is the 10, right? Okay, I found it.
Yeah. Alright, so basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take both of them and you're gonna roll them at the same time. And then, the one with like the 50, 90, whatever, that's gonna be your first digit. And then the D10 with the single digits, that's gonna be your single digit.
Okay, but... okay. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, so
the percentile dice, that's gonna be like your second digit. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, yeah. So the one with the 2 digits, the percentile is the first digit, and then the D10 is your second digit.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Rolling now. Okay, so I rolled a 50 and a 10, like the 0. Like the percentile dice, so I rolled a 50.
Okay, now what was the other one?
The D10, I rolled the 0.
Okay, so it's a 50.
Okay.
Okay, do it again.
Okay. Okay, that time... Whoa, wow. Okay, I rolled another 50. And then I rolled a 6, so 56.
Okay, and then one more.
Okay. Alright, big money, big money, big money. Go. Oh, no way! You're gonna think I'm lying.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait.
You hit double zeros.
This is either really good or really bad. I don't remember the rules. Okay, so for the percentile, I rolled 00. And then for the other one, I rolled a 1. So is that like 0, 1, or is that 100?
I think that's... Hold on. Fuck, I can't remember. Shit.
Well, you said that the percentile was your first number. But if my first number is 00, but 00 is 100 though, right? So it's 100.
Hang on, I can't remember. I barely fucking use it. I'm gonna Google it.
Okay.
No, you rolled 100.
I rolled 100. Let's fucking go. Wait, so does that mean? But if
that's like a nat 20.
Well, no, but does that mean I have to flip the order of all the other rolls I did?
No, because 00 is the... Oh, fuck, hang on.
So then wouldn't it be like 101 or 100.1 or something? Fucking cartoon
character. Okay. No. So 00 is the highest you can roll.
Oh, so it just maxes
you're
out.
fine.
So it's ignoring the.
Yeah,
okay,
you literally maxed it out.
Okay, so I rolled 100. Okay, so what does that mean for me?
That means you fucking crit, basically. You motherfucker.
But what about the other rolls that were kind of shitty?
It's a miss. You had 3 tries.
Oh, I had 3 tries. Okay, sweet. Okay, I got it perfect on the last try then. Okay, so I roll up my fucking Rangoon, and what do I see? What happens?
Well, how do you want to do it? Or how do you want to do this?
Okay, I guess I lean over the barrel of Rangoons, taking a swim. I kind of close my eyes. I'm getting in the feeling. I'm getting in the vibe. My first 2 tries did not go well, but this time I'm smelling it. I'm testing the waters a little bit here and the weight of it, and I'm feeling the crispiness adding to the weight, and so I'm getting more and more confidence, and I just fucking plant both feet on the grounds like I'm getting ready to fucking smack down a sledgehammer on against the ground, getting in my fucking stance, and then with the power of Thor bringing up Mjolnir, I fucking launch the fishing pole up in a victory stance, basically holding it up to the sky, seeing the Rangoon in its all its glory as the fucking frying grease basically drips down, burning me. I don't even care. I'm so happy. I'm looking at it. It looks beautiful, golden brown. And then what happens?
The dude just like stands there and he's like shocked. He's very wide-eyed. And
The perfect goon.
not
The legends were
say that,
true.
The prophecy has been true.
He like takes out a Polaroid and fucking snaps a picture of me for his wall. Then he's like doing the thing, trying to dry it.
Like the words right out of my mouth, dude.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. So he sits there back, wide-eyed, kind of lost for words because he's haven't really seen one like that before, and he he goes and he like stops. Wait a second. He goes and he leans in to the goon that you just pulled out of the fryer, and he's sitting there. He's examining it, and
he brings out those inspection lenses that they use for diamonds, you know.
He goes and he takes the backside of his crab pen and he's like scrapes the bottom of it to check, you know, like the crispiness of it. And he's just giving a really detailed inspection, and he goes and looks you straight in the eyes and says, "Sir, you have gooned the goon. You have fried the goon. Congratulations."
I'm the goon boy. I'm the one who goons. It's like, all right, I'm walking tall, feeling like a goon king. And so I say to him, well, what does this mean for me? What does this mean for my goon? I ask him, what does this mean for me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep, hang on, my shit's cutting out again. What is this?
Just when I was gooning.
I ain't gonna do a fucking headset.
Yes, you do. I fought the goon and the goon won. I miss my baby and I miss my goon. I guess my goon
there we
is
go.
done.
Sorry about that.
You're good. I just asked him, what does this mean for me? What does this mean for my goon? You know,
this means everything for you and your goon. And then he goes like up, like on the top of like the rafters of the booth, kind of like behind the sign, and you could see him like rummaging, you know, a little bit, and he seems like he can't get to something, so he like pulls out a step stool, and gets on top of the step stool, and he's like still rummaging, and you hear a bunch of like clicking and clanging around, and you could see him like. Or hear him like sighing, like he can't, you know, find whatever this is because this is a rare occasion. And eventually when he goes and he finds it, he's like, there it is. And then he comes back down off of his tiptoes and he takes the stand and he takes the step stool. And he puts it off to the side, and he presents you with a golden Rangoon bobblehead, and he has it both hands out in front of him, and he kind of like gently hands it to you, and as he does that, he like flicks the side of the tit part of the fucking Rangoon, and it just like starts like wobbling like it's on crack.
Can you explain to me a little bit more what this thing looks like? Like, well, how does a crab Rangoon have a bobblehead? What does that mean? What does this look like?
I'm getting a motherfucker. So it kind of looks like a solid so like on the bottom of it, it is like like a solid wood like block base. And then it kind of has like a small stem coming from the bottom of it, and then sits on top of that stem, uh face like up, like the crunchy bits are pointing upwards. Um, that's um that the like the goon thing is like sitting. How the fuck? Hang on.
So it's like a goon
Uh,
on like a spring,
yeah,
basically.
basically. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Now
Yeah, and
this
it
is
looks
the
like it's
golden
spray painted in gold
treasure.
paint.
Okay, so I'm looking at this thing like, and then looking back at the man, like, this is the golden treasure that you were just rummaging for, like just kind of confused.
This is the golden goon.
The golden goon. Can I redeem this with? Can I redeem something else with this, or what is the value of this item here? What can I do with this?
Bragging rights.
Okay, now, this is a question from Maddie. If Alaris turns around and takes a quick look around, does he see, I don't know, everybody having the exact same bobblehead in their possession, just walking around?
Nope.
Okay. All right, I go, well, to bragging rights, and I give it a little flick and watch it boing, boing, boing back into place.
All right.
Um,
Oh, sorry.
I was just curious, are there any other games in the station that we did not try?
The only one that you haven't done is the ring toss one.
Okay. I'll try that one. What do you say to you? You want to try the ring toss?
Sure.
Alright. And so we head on over back. Oh, fuck, it's so cute. Oh no, it's cute! Well, I just went, so I don't know who wants to go from here.
Or let Sana do this one.
Alright.
Ooh, Sana.
And maybe we both take turns for rolling for her.
Oh, that's a good one.
That'd be fun.
All right. So you guys walk up to the booth, and the guy kind of standing over to the left hand side, and he's sitting there and he's screaming, 3 gold piece, 3 gold piece for a bucket of rings, 3 gold piece for a bucket of rings. Come and take your try to win an amazing prize.
Alright, well, I guess Senna steps forward.
Alright. And then she hands over the coins, and then he takes a familiar looking woven basket. It's kind of similar to the one from the Knockdown the Rangoon game that you guys recently played, and it's filled with to the brim of rings, probably the size of like what do you want to call it? It's called like it's like the bigger, thicker rings, you know, that used to like play like outdoors, like fuck, what's it called? It's like the yard games. You know how like yard games are like real like big and thick.
Yeah.
It's like the rings that are like kind of like that. It's not like the small thin ones that you typically see at a at a fair. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So he goes and says, "Thank you, Burly One," and he takes it and just slams it on the table out in front of her, and some of the rings go and jostle, and he says to Senna, all you have to do is make one ring, and you can win from the wall of prizes behind me. And then you are going to roll another percentile dice.
Oh, my favorite.
Mm-hmm. So who wants to go first?
Steve, you go first.
Okay. What do I have to roll?
Percentile. So
Not-
you're a
not the
D10
10.
and then your normal percentile.
So wait. What am I rolling?
A percentile die and a D10.
And a percent. Yes.
I'm trying to find the percentile die.
It's the special one. The one that never gets touched. Just like that one kid in class.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Diddle.
That's not nice.
Diddle.
Well, that kid's safe. It's like the one benefit of being that kid.
I found it. I rolled a 93.
You're on the 93?
Yep.
So the percentile die says what on it right now?
Yeah, what does it say?
Not gonna lie, I'm using an online percentile die.
Okay.
It says 93. Really, a D 100%, 100 die, and it gave me a 93.
Okay, so she goes, Senna goes, picks up the ring and ends up, hitting the dude in the head. She whiffs so bad, she hits the operator, in the head, damn near in his eye, and just gives her, a very dirty look and says, "You better be careful where you're putting that." And then, do you want to continue?
Yeah, I can roll next.
Go ahead.
Alright, so I got 62.
Alright, so it goes and just kind of just lobs it up in the air at one of the crab posts, but unfortunately it did not land.
Okay.
Steve? Steve?
A 47.
So same thing happens. She goes and she tosses it, the one in the center. It just barely clips the rod, but it does not go through.
Alright, how many more chances do I get? I guess just stop us.
There's 10. There's
Okay.
10.
Alright, I'll go.
Okay,
I got a... what? Oh. Okay, so the percentile die was 40, and then the D10 was 10? Or 0? So that's just 40?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so same thing happens.
Motherfucker. Alright, Tier, dig deep. You got this.
Okay.
Coming back.
95.
She hits the operator in the head again. And he looks like he wants to come after her, but he doesn't want to because he knows that she'll beat the shit out of him.
Beautiful.
Alright. Okay, that time I rolled a 00 on the percentile and a 3. So that's 100. Is that the roll?
Say it again, sorry.
I rolled a 00 on the percentile and then the number 3 on the 10.
Alright, so you did the same thing Senna did, and you hit the dude.
Okay, so what's the fucking sweet spot? Like 50 exactly? I don't understand.
You have to roll really fucking low.
Well, okay. Okay, tear back to you. Roll really fucking low.
I'll try, I guess. 26.
Senna
That's
goes.
interesting. Go ahead.
Senna goes and throws it, and it clips one of the rods. It bounces off, and you think it's gonna go in the next one, but it ends up falling off.
Ah, motherfucker. I rolled an 89.
You miss.
No shit. On to the next one.
I rolled a 20.
It's really interesting you were rolling really high when we thought it was high, and then now that we know it's low, you're rolling really low. Isn't that weird how that keeps happening? It's almost like, you know, shit's
Go ahead
weird.
and think whatever you want to think.
It's just strange to me. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so what happens with this?
So you go in. So Senna throws it. It hits the back wall, and it hits the side of the post of the crab.
I'm sorry, do we need to roll like a 10?
And you're at 15 or lower.
Oh my Christ. Do you realize the odds of that are so fucking low? This one is rigged, this one.
Bad GPT made this, I didn't.
Okay, well you tweak it because you're a human with a brain and it's not. Okay, here we go. I rolled a 51. Yay for 51. Go fuck myself. On to the next one. Steve, you're up.
There's 2 more.
Alright, a couple more chances.
94.
Christ. Here we go. Ready, here it is. 44. Yeah, that's not what I wanted.
I'll roll one more time.
Oh, okay, roll one more time.
Why not?
I'll roll 7 more times. This is the one that I would be stuck on all game long. This would be the new campaign. Polaris is just stuck at this fucking booth.
God damn it, I got a 96.
Take this headset and fucking throw it out. Alright, I'm back.
I rolled 100 now. Okay, you know what? Game? You know what? We're gonna go again. I rolled a 91. It's fucking cursed. I swear to God, Alaris would just be fucking addicted to this booth the entire time. He would abandon any hope of getting home. He would consume all the Rangoon. He doesn't want anything else
13!
but to get this fucking game. Okay.
13!
Show your fucking screen, I want to see it.
Okay.
If you spam it enough, surely. That's what I'm doing right now. Fucking, let's get it.
There you go, 13.
Sorry. Can I roll anything lower than a 90, please, for once?
Alright.
61 again. 60 fucking 1 again.
We got it.
No, I'm just so confused. Like, how would this even work? Because there's not... There is a 10. Oh, okay. Okay, so what happens when he... Okay, what happens when he gets it? Because clearly we wouldn't have to do that multiple times, right? We would just need the one, because that's so fucking rare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right,
it's like a ring toss, yeah.
So what happens?
Ring toss game. Alright. So, after you're sitting there throwing multiple of them, just feeling very disappointed in yourselves,
I'm
oh
at
yeah, that's
100
enough.
gold pieces.
Going broke with this.
Now I'm back to wanting to kill that kid to get my gold back, just for this game.
So, so Senna goes and takes it and gives it a kiss, and she goes and she lobs it up in the air, and you're not for sure if it's gonna go in, and she hits it on the the back center post, and she ends up getting it in, and the operator very calmly but subtly like loses it. He's like super excited, very very like ecstatic, and he just he goes up and just looks at Senna without saying a word. He just goes underneath the table, rummaging, and he goes and he picks up a he goes and he picks up two prizes. He picks up a festival scented candle. It smells like fried pastry and sweet chili sauce. And the other one that he has is a crab crab claw back scratcher. He sets it on the table and he just slides it over, and he says, "Please don't give me a black eye with that scratcher, please. Thank you."
And so he hands it over to Senna.
I'll be here all week.
And he slides it over.
Alright. Do you want to tell us what Senna does with it?
Senna picks it up, and like she's like all giddy, she like rips the top off the candle, and she like lets like all the breath out of her lungs and just shoves her fucking nose inside of the candle and just gets the biggest inhale of her life, just a big old fucking sniff, and then when she pulls it away, she like starts to like drool on the side. And it's like, "Man, that smells good." And then she closes it up and then stores it away.
And then the back scratcher?
She takes the back scratcher, and then she goes to Alaris without saying anything and just puts it down her shirt.
Okay, and then she's like scratching herself with it?
Scratching you with it.
Okay. And then okay. So as she's doing that, I'm fighting it off a little bit, but gradually I'm starting to feel more and more like soothed by it. And then as that's happening, I'm kind of slipping into a bliss. However, I'm looking around before I'm closing my eyes fully. And Maddie, do I look around and am I seeing any familiar little shithead children that stole my money?
Roll perception.
God damn it, hold on. Please, fucking God. Let's land this plane. Where'd my D20 go? Oh, there it is. Alright, that is a 14 plus. Hold on. Hold on. You're not holding on, you bitch. Why don't you ever hold on? Hold on. Plus, wait, perception?
Yeah.
Wait, is there a modifier for that then?
Yeah, it's your wisdom modifier.
Oh. So plus 5, that's a 19.
So, behind the Dr. Rangoon booth, you see a little golden-haired child peeking his head out from behind the booth.
Okay, as I'm almost slipping fully into the bliss of the back scratcher heaven, my gaze lands on his curly Goldilocks and zeroes in, just fucking dials in like a fucking predator finding a wounded gazelle in the Serengeti and just fucking smelling a drop of blood in the water a million miles away. And I say, him.
His eyes widen.
And I avert, or I divert your attention, like Senna's attention, as well as Tears, and gently grab Senna's arm and gently like guide it out of my shirt and point the back scratcher over at the child. um,
Kid,
That's the shit who took my money
the kid
and
just
didn't
continues.
say thank you. Okay, go ahead.
The kid is still staring at you. He brings his head up a little more so he has a better look. He takes in the situation for a couple seconds and then starts to dart down where the crab rangoon eating contest is.
Okay, I hop on Senna's shoulders with the back scratcher and say, "Follow that shit," and extend the back scratcher outwards, like I'm pointing towards.
Onwards.
Yeah, exactly.
So Senna goes and hauls ass towards the Sid child. She has some pretty good passive perception, so she can see him. So she goes and darts off, and then where's my d20? Yes, I know, Dan. I was about to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not included in this conversation?
No, it's something else.
Uh-huh.
So the kid goes and sees this burling fucking green monster hurtling towards him, and he takes the coin and other knickknacks and tosses it straight in Senna's face and makes her go blind.
Okay, can I just like leap off of her shoulders and with the back scratcher just like land on him, but putting the back scratcher like bar of it, against his throat. Can I do that? Do I need to roll some sort of check for that?
Give me an acrobatics.
Okay. Please, if God is good, please. Hold on. I need to fucking sit up for this shit. Hold on. Here we go. 14.
You hop off of Senna's shoulders, but you slip for a moment, but you're able to leap off, and then give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity!
Yeah, 'cause the little fucker shit's running.
Here we go. 19! Fucking 19! Come on!
So as this little golden-haired child is running away, you could see the vicious, mean shit in Alaris's eyes, and Alaris comes barreling down on the child, grabbing him by the back of his hoodie, and you're able to tackle him down to the ground and put the crab scratcher on his throat.
Okay, I then shapeshift into a bear.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, you shapeshift into a bear.
Okay.
And then when you shapeshift into this bear, you can see the little kid's or the child's colored skin turns white, and then you smell a little something, and you realize that he shit himself.
Can bears talk, or I have to switch out? It's fine. I don't think they can. I don't think I can. It's fine. We'll figure it out later.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I fucking growl the fattest, fucking gnarliest, fucking slobberiest, fangiest growl, inches, not even inches, like within an inch of this kid's face, and then Yeah, I guess I'd just like, what is his reaction to that?
He
before I
shits
continue.
himself further.
Okay. Okay, it's starting to puddle. Okay,
Yeah.
as that's happening, I'm
You
starting
see
to
it, you can
smell
see
it.
it getting really, really close to your foot.
Yeah. Okay, it's like, and that alone just grosses me the fuck out. I'm guessing bears have good senses of smell too, so this is not good for me. So I switch back, and then while that's happening, or I guess I switch back to human form, and I look him in his cold, dead, fucking shit covered eyes, and say, "Next time, use your please and thank yous." And I fucking
Really,
yoink my
really,
10
really
coins
fast and
back.
really hard.
What was
He
that?
nods.
Okay.
He nods like really hard and like
Yeah,
really
I can
fast.
imagine it. I can imagine it.
And then he runs off in like a little pivot or like a little nook on the side of the alleyway. And that, friends, is where we're gonna call this session.
Yay! That was so good, Maddie. You did such a good job. I love that.
Well done, Maddie. Dan
Fuck
got to
yeah.
beat the fuck out of a little kid.
Oh, that was so good. I can bring the chaos for once. Wow, that's so fun.
Beautiful.
Maddie, good
Hell
job. Well
yeah.
crafted, well told, well executed. Yeah, that was super fun. Good job.
Thanks. This next part's gonna be juicy.